everybody, happy Friday. TGIF. No Caesar today. I just honestly didn't feel like bringing him out. Anywho, so today's video is another book review, and this is a different kind of book than I have reviewed so far. So I'm sure I've mentioned in past videos that I have a 7-year-old child, and he can be rather difficult at times. Definitely about certain things, certain activities, things like getting ready for school in the morning, turning the TV off, that kind of thing. And it turns into this huge, fight between him and me and his dad. And it just like, we all start yelling at each other and it ends up being a big mess. And, we've tried different like incentivizing or, punishment. Punishment, of course, is the one that my husband always goes to. And not that I'm not, guilty of that as well. But, for a while it was like, he didn't want to clean up his room. So then my husband would go up there and take his toys. Anything that was on the floor would be out of his room. And so then to Jay, that was, well, Daddy's stealing my toys. And then he started stealing my husband's stuff out of his office, like pens and random things. It's, because in his brain, it was, well, Daddy's stealing from me, so I'm going to steal from Daddy. And he, didn't do that to me because I wasn't the one taking his toys. So, we've had to like, there's other situations where it's like, well, what are we supposed to do about certain behaviors? Like, if he's having bad behaviors on the bus, well, the go-to is, well, you were bad on the bus, so you can't watch TV when you get home. Well, the TV and the bus really have nothing to do with each other, so it doesn't make the connection in his mind. To him, it's just, we're arbitrarily taking TV away from him. There's no connection in his brain between the TV and his behavior on the bus. So situations like that are tough. So I was talking about this with a friend of mine, and she recommended this book. It is called The Explosive Child. A new approach for understanding and parenting easily frustrated, chronically inflexible children. And it's by Greene. And it was very interesting. It was definitely a different take on how to deal with kids. Jay is definitely not at the point that, these kids, he definitely is easily frustrated. He definitely like has his routines that he doesn't like broken, that kind of thing. But he's not, I think this book is for kids with a little bit more like troubling behaviors, but I do think it can apply to him for sure. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was really interesting. I liked the writing. It was very clear cut. It was very like, and I do well with this kind of thing where this is exactly what you do. This is what you say. This is how you say it. And this is, it's just very clear cut instructions. And I do well with that kind of thing. And so it basically, like, the whole concept, the whole premise is that kids aren't necessarily acting out because they want attention or, those kinds of like go-to explanations for why they're acting out or misbehaving. And so the big thing that it keeps saying, that the book keeps saying, is kids do well when they can, and that these behavioral issues usually revolve around specific things, and they're usually because we have expectations for children that they can't meet, that they don't have the skills to meet. And this book is all about helping kids develop the skills that they need to meet the expectations that we are putting upon them. And it is very very cut and dry about like, this is how you talk to your kid about. So there's like the there's different plans. The plan A is whatever, most people go to, which is, you had a bad behavior. This is what you have to do now. Plan B is talking to the child about it and and trying to solve the solution together with your kid. And then plan C is shelving any behavioral issues, because you can't tackle all of them at once. So shelving the ones that you can't tackle at the moment. Once you solve some, then you can take some of those off the shelf from plan C and implement plan B for them. And obviously it says that there are certain times when you have to implement plan A, like if there's like a danger, like your kid's running out into traffic and you grab them, that, obviously that has to happen. But that most of the time you can talk to your kid and implement a solution to whatever problem they're having, and then that helps with their behavior. And we have started implementing this. It's definitely difficult. It's not easy, but we're trying. We've picked a few issues that we feel like we need to solve kind of immediately. And I will say that I think some of it is getting a little bit better. And so I do think it's helping a little bit. But yeah, I would definitely highly, if you have a kid that you're having, communication issues with, this is definitely like a great, I really enjoyed this book. I really liked the way it was written. It gives good examples. It gives examples for, if things aren't going the way you want them to, and that kind of stuff. And it's, it's not dry. It's written very, it has like a story that's kind of weaves its way throughout the book, which I found myself like wanting to know what happened with these characters that were written throughout the book. And so yeah, I liked this book. I would highly recommend it if you're having trouble with communicating with your child, and your child seems to be having specific behavioral issues. I think this is a great book. And so yeah, that is The Explosive Child by Ross Greene. So that is my 2 thumbs up on that one. I liked it a lot. So if you have a kid, check it out. It's not expensive. Found it on Amazon. And I really enjoyed it. And I think it is going to help our relationship with our son. So I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you back on Monday with an exercise of the week. Check it out. If you like this video, if it helped you, please hit the like button. If you're on YouTube, hit the like button, subscribe, share it. If you're watching on Rumble, hit the Rumble button, share it, follow me, and you can find me on Facebook and Instagram as well. And I will see everyone next week with all new videos. Bye.